All right, let's get straight to it. So, besides showing off my new sleeve, um, basically, the whole point of this video is to show that you can use any launcher, and I think it's a good idea to use different launchers because that's what they're there for. No matter what type of phone you're using, they basically keep you interested in your phone. One, two, they're just creative. It's just something different to use, and every user can have their own identity with launchers. So here we go. The problem with using launchers is that when you're using another phone like Samsung phones, you can just go to the Google Play Store, download a launcher, open it, and just start using it. And you don't really have to do anything specific. In the early days, with Samsung products, you had to do exactly what I'm about to show you now. But Samsung's been able to fix the problem. Hopefully, Microsoft can fix the problem also. Now, what I'm talking about is, I love my device. I really do. But I'm growing a little bored with Microsoft's launcher because the updates are just doing minor things, nothing spectacular that makes this screen jump out at you. So I try my best, as you can see, using different backgrounds and try to, make my phone act a certain way that I can say this is working different from other Duo users. So anyway, I no longer use this, even though I will come back to this because I like to switch up my launchers from time to time. So I've gone ever since the release date of the launcher, I've been using Microsoft Launcher. The problem with using the launcher is if you download another launcher in the Play Store, it will overlap this one. So it'll be confusing. The device will not know what you're trying to touch on the screen, and I'll basically show you what I mean. So you'll go to Settings, then you'll go to Apps and Notifications, and then you'll go to Default Apps, and you'll come down to Home Launcher, and I have other launchers. Here's a Microsoft launcher, and as you can see, that's what it is. Now, I like using the Square Home Launcher, which is another Windows product, and as you can see, it's overlapping everything that Microsoft already has up. So what you'll do is you'll go back into Settings if you can find something that works, because they're overlapping one another. Once you get in there, you'll go back out, and as you can see, this is what's running, but I'll have to go into Microsoft, so I'm going up to the top so I don't have to scroll all the way down. And as you can see, it says Microsoft Launcher. So you're basically going to look for your launcher, your Microsoft Launcher. You're going to go into that, and then you're going to force stop. Okay, and as you can see, everything cleared up. The phone acts the same, even with a new launcher into play. So you're not missing out on anything. You'll still have the same cues if you're the type of person that uses gestures, or you're the type of person that has the little options down at the bottom of the screen. All that will remain the same. I'm not telling you to go ahead and use the Microsoft launcher, the Windows launcher. I'm just simply saying you have options out there. They're there. Not only will you have different options, like my whole phone just changed now with this launcher, and I like it. I really love this launcher. But not with this launcher, but with other launchers, you can actually change the look of your icons. I mean, you can do that with this, but it's pretty manual. But you can change the look of your apps on your screen with icon packs that you can download from the Google Play Store. But like I am showing you here, this is, for me, I really like this. It's just something else to look at versus you know, the old Microsoft theme. I still have my moving backgrounds, as you can see. That hasn't changed, which I really like. Now, let me talk about the negative of using other launchers. Microsoft Launcher is specifically for the Duo. Okay, other launchers are not meant for the Duo, so there are some drawbacks. So if you like using the group app, which allows, you know, 2 apps to be launched at the same time, you won't have that access with a different launcher. You just won't. Also, say for example, I launched YouTube and I want to use a full screen on the here, but it won't let me. Does that mean that it won't ever launch full screen? No, it just means that you basically have to fold your phone and basically kill the other screen in order for you to watch it full screen. Which, yeah, I know that's a downer, because there's a lot that we do. As Duo users, we like to use both screens no matter which direction. So yeah, I know that's a little setback, but it's not really that big of a setback, because most of the things that I watch, I usually kill one screen anyway. But I can still watch things and still use the other screen if I want, you know. So it's just that the other screen wouldn't be full screen. What else? Basically that's it. I mean, I use group apps, and this is the way a group app will pop up. Say for example, and see how this screen just went down and it comes back up. If I want to put another app up, and I wanted it to use one of these, I have to move the screen over to get access to that, or vice versa, in order to open up another app. But yeah, I guess those are the 2 major setbacks to using this specific launcher. And every launcher that you use will have its pluses and it will have its negatives. You know, you just have to dig around and see if an app, you know, I mean a launcher works for you, basically. As you can see, this is the Nova launcher. Nova launcher. It allows your phone to, or your device, to look almost traditional to the Android of today. You know, the Microsoft launcher sort of makes the apps a little smaller, the icons a little smaller, the way that Android started off years ago. So now the apps are a lot bigger. This is how it acts. It basically acts just the way that you remember Android phones to look. I also downloaded and started using a different shade. It takes over the whole both screens, but I sort of like that. You can add a picture to your presets here. you know, and basically make your phone, like I keep saying, customized the way you like it. So yeah, that's my drop there, and you can get that through OneShade. When you press a group, this is the way it looks, and it has your background sort of playing there, dim in the background. Once again, the negative is you can only do one app at a time, you know, and say I wanted a group app that was on the same side, then I would have to move over that and choose another one. So, and your screen, you know, just like the Microsoft Launcher, you'll be able to use it the way you like. Gestures will be the same on the Nova Launcher. But like I said, this is reminiscent of how Android looks now on other Android phones. So there you have it. The good thing about this one is that it does respond the way that the Microsoft launcher acted. So you can turn your phone around and it'll be in landscape mode no matter when you use it. So I'm able to look at this full screen when I want, so, and still be able to operate down here. And it has its own little layout. If you're looking at it landscape, can't do anything about that. Like I said, only Microsoft has a launcher that's set for the Surface Duo. No other launcher is set for the Surface Duo, so you just have to make with what you have. Yeah, so again, just play around with your launchers, see which one works for you. Maybe the Microsoft launcher is the launcher that you think works best for your Duo. Who knows? But anyway, so there you have it. This is my Surface Duo, and I can't wait to see other people show off their Surface Duos. And you know, what kind of launcher do you want? Do you like? What kind of launcher were you using before you got the Surface Duo? Maybe you want to use that with your Surface Duo. Just remember to force stop Microsoft launcher, and you'll be all right with whatever launcher you use. So thank you for watching, and thank you for listening, and maybe I've changed your mind with a specific launcher that you might want to use. But yeah, thanks for your time. Peace.